Let's have a small tutorial on how to keep our own data in a separate location when we work with the Oracle database product. Basically, we can create our own table spaces which point to a specific data file in our directory where we can keep our entire data separate from that of others. So first we'll see the syntax of how to create a table space. For creating our table space, we can write the query as create table space, the name of table space. Say I want to create a table space called as test Suhel. This table space will be pointing to some of the data file which will be located on a path in the server location where the Oracle is installed. So say I am doing it on say some C drive. I am creating a test suhel.dbf file which will be created, and this data file will be of say size of 500 MB. So what it will do this, when I will fire this query, immediately after firing this query it will create a table space named as test underscore Suhel, and it will be pointing to a data file which will be created at that moment of time itself with the size of 50 MB. So whenever in the due course of time you will fire different kind of DML and DDL statements on this particular table space, the space will be occupied from this particular allocated size. So now what we'll do, we'll fire this particular query. When I press enter and when I execute this query, it takes some bit of time as it is going to create that particular data file. And if you go into the directory and if you check, now here you will find that one data file is created which will be pointed by the test underscore Suhel dbf file. So now this particular table space should be utilized by some of the other users. So whenever we create users, we can attach the users to a particular table space, so that whatever activities will be carried out by that particular user will be pointing to these table spaces. So say for example, if I create a new user called as using the query of create user, say username, I am creating a new user called as Suhel test, which will be identified by the password say Suhel test, and it will be pointing to a default table space, and that table space will be the name of table space which we have already created. So that will be test underscore Suhel. So whenever I will create this particular user with a given password and a default table space, the query will execute and it will show me that a particular user is created in the database, and now this user will be pointing to the table space of test underscore SQL. So whenever I will further log in using Suhel test as the username, whatever activities of DDL and DML are carried out will be pointing towards the data file which is created on this particular locations. So which will keep my data separate from that which is done using the other logins of system or say other table space files. Now further, when I want to give some kind of grant for utilizing of these table space, I have to give say unlimited table space locations to that particular user who is going to use that particular pointed table space. So I also have to grant few privileges of connect, so that I can log in and then I can fire the DDL commands and DML commands. So I will grant also the resource to Suhel underscore test. So what it will do, it will give me the grant for all the statements like create table, create view, and create package, and so on. So now what we do, we will disconnect from this particular user. Now we'll connect using Suhel test, and we'll give the password of say Suhel test. So the user will be connected, as it has about a privilege of connect. It also has grant of resources. So now we can do a create table set. I create a test table with a single column of say ID number, and just I fire this query and the table is created. So this table, which whatever is created at this point in time, is there in this particular location, and we can only utilize 500 MB. Later on, if I want, I am not available with that much amount of memory after doing different kind of DML manipulations in this, then the query won't work, as there is no more space remaining in that particular data file. So if I want to have more space, there are other options with the table space also, which you can study in the advanced topics of table space. But as far as this tutorial is concerned, we are only we only have concluded with the discussion of creating a basic table space and attaching it to a given user. Hope this tutorial finds you beneficial, so that you can always have your own table space when you are working on some projects. Thank you.